Hey all, today we are installing a new lower door product by Starknight MT for the 2022 Z Force 800 Trail that they sent to me to try out. Here you see the panels laid out. The panels on my right are turned upside down so you can see those. There's the hardware pack. The panels on my left are turned right side up so that you can see those. Unfortunately, these didn't come with instructions and the parts aren't labeled, but since I'm mechanically inclined, we will figure it out. The medium-sized panel is the one that we're going to start with, and for that you have to put a piece of weather strip on there. It goes right here. So to do that, you just simply peel that backing. Try not to touch it. Place it right there. Push it down as you go. That's to prevent rattling against that bar. And take a pair of scissors or a knife and trim off the excess. So next in line, you remove these push pins. This is on the passenger side, by the way. So I am using a pair of push pin pliers, but you can use a screwdriver or whatever you want. Make sure you retain these because these do get reused. You can also use a pair of screwdrivers to take these out. So with this particular panel, this plate didn't line up where my lower push pin was, so I drilled a 5/16 hole and I'll put in an extra push pin there to keep that from moving. So your panel is going to go in from the outside. Then you push it up there. Put in the push pins that you took out. Push those in. Making sure everything lines up properly. Put that in, push that down. Push that way. Next, you take your M5x30 screw with an Allen head, put it through that hole, put your clamp over that, run your self-locking nut on top of that, which is a 10mm. Hold the outside with an Allen wrench and tighten it down. Be careful not to over tighten it because you don't want to break it. Also for ease of installation, it's easier to remove. So next we do the small panel. So you line your plate up with the long angle on the top, and insert
the screw in the washer.
Your two screws and washers.
Those are a lot longer than what you took out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're not recessed. Keep in mind these are Torx head screws, or star head screws as some people call them, and not Allen heads. And you are going into plastic, so be careful that you don't over tighten them. These plates do have slots in them, so you can adjust them to close the gap.
Oh, that's nice.
Here's our two panels done. Third and final step is we do the door. So we will remove all of these screws, and these are all Phillips heads.
Okay.
This panel comes off by taking off the lower part first and then snapping it. Then you insert this clip, like so, thread side up, right here. That's a push-on fit. Line that up. And put your door panel back on. Okay, cut for a minute. So here we have our nut clip installed. To reinstall your door panel, these holes go on these clips up here. And that snaps in. I prefer to run these screws in by hand and not with the power drill.
Is that because you're screwing into plastic?
Because I'm going into plastic to knot. So I want to be careful not to strip those. You're going to start off and you're only going to put these top screws in.
I assume that's because you're going to be needing to attach the lower screws a different way with the panel.
Next, you take your lower door panel, so the flange facing out, you're going to put it up right here, and you'll see where those 3 screws go. So you can put this screw in. It's these couple that you leave out.
Okay.
M5 by 30 screws with the M6 washers. So you're going to hold your panel up. You're going to take your M6 and start it into the clip that you just installed. Which that one is an Allen head. But do not tighten it. Run it up, just don't tighten it. Mine, you take your 5 by 30 fork head screws and install them, but don't tighten them. Now you close your door and you check for fit. Make sure everything fits first, and then you can tighten everything down. That needed to go a little far forward. Up just a hair. Knock that forward. That fit looks pretty good. Now we'll tighten all these down. Be careful not to over tighten because you are going into plastic. After those are tight, you then take your Allen wrench and tighten up the one on the bottom. Check your fit again. Fit looks good.
Okay.
final step after you made sure everything fits is you run your 2 5/8 sheet metal screws in. And you are going into plastic, so be careful that you don't over tighten. For this, I'm going to use power. That's plenty tight. And there you have your lower doors installed. Then you finish up by putting your seat back in. This side is done. Next we'll move over to the left side or the driver's side. We'll remove that seat and we'll repeat the same exact process for that side. Once the seat's installed, here's what the panels look like on the inside. You can see I added the extra 5/8 screws in the back panel that actually came with the kit or the hardware pack. So it actually looks pretty good. Here we have the lower door panels by Starknight MT, completely installed on the 2022 Z Force 800 trail. They look pretty good. Doors operate smoothly and everything.